Alright, enough of that. Well, g'day everyone, welcome back to the Fast Lane. Another daily dose of your sea spray. We're going to check out what's going on. It's been a full 24 hours again. Racing, race closed, the Normandy racing. We've got the European Marathon we're going to have a look at today because we start in 17 hours, 40 minutes. We'll call it 18 hours, it's close enough too. And we'll set up a course for that. So I think what we'll probably do first, we'll actually jump into the Normandy. We'll jump to the Normandy channel first. Normandy race. We'll have a quick look what's going on there. We're not really sailing fast or doing much, by the look of that. Oh, just, it burns me to see how slow we went then. Alright, so people are almost at the finish line. And we haven't rounded marker 3. In fact, we're nowhere near it. Ship's on the way back. I don't think we should stop. I don't want to stop. So we'll just set waypoints again. At least then you guys that have never ever done this before know how to set a way marker. It's not hard. We'll add one there. Start sailing towards our 3rd turn mark. So this time, theoretically, this time in 20 hours and 4 minutes, we should be about ready to turn that. That may or may not happen. We'll have a look at the wind. If nothing goes crazy with the wind, it should be alright. And then look, at 24 hours, we'll be turning back into the wind, which won't be nice. We'll set that there, and we'll leave the channel. We'll leave the channel race at where it is. We're not going to finish it, so we will actually set our auto sails to go again for the 24 hours. Which is free, guys. If you don't know that, you can use it free. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to use any of your game credits or anything like that. Okay, so we're going to jump out of that one. We're going to jump straight into the Mayflower. Again, probably one we're not going to finish. We took a punt. We went south. Everyone, the whole fleet went north. And it hasn't paid off for us. In fact, you can see the guys that I follow. These are the guys that I follow in green. A couple of mates. A couple of people that I started doing the Sydney to Hobart with, which is why I actually started doing this. So as we can see here, we've got a big crosswind, which is not helping us at all. Let's have a look at what the wind's going to be like in a few hours. And even a day, planning it back into the next day isn't going to be terrible for us. Okay, so we've got a northeasterly wind coming across us now. Sort of holds northeasterly, easterly, starts dipping southeasterly. It's not doing us any favours going north. It's definitely not going to do us any favours heading south. So we're going to have to get imaginative with a way marker. So there's a 6 and... Yeah, there's a 6 and 5 and 6 hour marks. So it's not even really worth... I was thinking maybe head north to the 6 hour and then sort of cut back, but even that doesn't really seem too worth it. Let's X that. We won't do that. We'll jump into a waypoint and see if we can set some way markers. Just forgot something while I'm looking at that. Okay, so first way marker. These way markers are weird because that clearly 4 hours. A couple of minutes ago it was 24 hours to there. I have had some messages overnight that have said, hey, there's not much wind down there. Sort of make you find out the direction we took. And we did. We took a punt, and it hasn't played off. I believe we have to wait another year for this one. Let's hang at this 9-hour mark. Right there. Get another waypoint on. Strangely, we're not getting any reached in times here. That's one of our best headings. So having the wind behind, like, wait, hang on, that's like 169 degrees on our starboard. Is that from turning? I'm not sure if that's from turning back or not. Really want to get a reach time here. Which doesn't, I don't feel like that's going to happen. Because I think this is wrong. So that's like 8 hours and 3 minutes now. Let's leave that there. So that'll push us an inch on the map. Not getting us any further west than we actually need to be. In fact, I think we're turning a little bit... No, I thought we might have been turning a little bit east, but we're not. Oh. Maybe a move like this is probably the way to go. We could go the 9... So the 8.5 hour... What did we say? We said it was 8.5. 7 hours. So it's 8 hours. Then we can turn back to a 24 hour... See if we can get it as far west as possible. It's 1 day, 31 minutes. I don't know, guys. What do you reckon? We leave it like that? Maybe we should. All right, you at home, when you see this video, tell me, what am I doing wrong in this race? This is the Mayflower, so it's pretty much a galleon. The best scenario is wind from the tail of the ship, stern of the ship, and we are just never ever receiving that. So 36 hours we should, in 48 hours we should be looking pretty good. Maybe we should be heading up this way though. That's a 48-hour mark. Can we get ourselves in a better shape to... Now, I kind of feel if that's 24 hours not helping. But in the big picture, in the 48-hour mark, yeah, if we put it there, actually. So 48 hours from now, that's 24. We're not going to have much wind tomorrow when we look at this again. But the following day, we should be able to sort of end up somewhere about here and hopefully maybe cut up with this. And then we can still cut up further up this way. Or we could try and get a tailwind in general in day 3. Let's try that, guys. There's definitely not much wind down here. All right, we'll leave that be. That seems like our only possibility right now. We'll set our sails again. Just in case anything changes over the day. 1 day, hours worth, 1 day, 23 hours, 59 minutes. Just make sure it's there. Now, we'll just have a look at use it again. This race has been good. I've been happy with this. We've improved on our last crack at it. For some reason, it didn't take us to where I would have been. Okay, so that's where I would have been on my previous attempt. So I think we're 1, 2, 3, 4, let's call it 4 days away. Or 4 days in front. I'm going to get this right up to the edge of the ring. One day, 3 hours, 42 minutes. All right, so let's go a day from now in the wind. Ooh, how do we do? We head this way maybe. What's the next couple of days looking like? Yeah, I think we're going to head more north. I think our waymarkers, next waymarker's going to be up here somewhere. Looks like there's good wind. Let's grab this one. That's 2 days, 5 hours. 2 days, 7. Okay, we're sort of maybe, yeah, we're heading up. All right, so that's 48 hours right now. I feel like we've got to get further west over here. So maybe we should be 15.9 knots that day, but it's 14 over here, 14.1. Is that going to save us? That probably will still save us time though if we start heading this way. It's 2 days, 7. 2 days, 8. 2 days, 10. That's entirely 2 hours more. Don't think we're getting much bang for our buck doing that. Let's leave it there. We're going to have 2 days, 7 hours, 11 minutes. Let's leave it there. That's not too bad for 2 days worth of sailing in this part of the world. Let's leave it there. We'll go with that. If we have to change something tomorrow when we come back on, so be it. Hopefully we don't. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Right, let's change this back to auto sail, add 24 hours. I wish they regioned it so you didn't have to look at euro. I look at euro and think 30 euro, and I'm like, that is going to sting me hard. So that maybe that's something to think about if the devs of Virtual Regatta ever see this. Probably won't, but yeah, maybe if there's like a region thing you could put in for prices in other countries. I don't know how you'd work that in because obviously there's a lot of different countries and a lot of different currencies. Could be something to factor in. All right, let's go home and we're going to go have a look at the race we're starting in 17 hours, 25 minutes. Before we kit out the boat, which is this one, we're actually going to go look at the race course. Okay, so we're heading down to Cyprus and around Cyprus and back again. Through the Adriatic Sea, into the Mediterranean, around Cyprus. I can't say that. It's a sea. Okay, so this is probably a lot of. It's 12 hours, 24 hours. It's a lot of slow wind. So we really want a sail. It's 10 knots, 10 knots, 9. So we really want some reaching sails or something that's going to get the wind. Otherwise, we're just going to be a big old brick in the water. So we'll go back to purchasing stuff. For some reason, I got foils in strong winds. I don't know why I did that. Can I take that off? No, I can't. Here we are. So we had... So we should have probably got reaching sail or light wind sail. But we didn't. So I'm pretty sure, obviously, strong wind sails are strong winds. I would have thought reaching sail is pretty much a spinnaker. When you've got air behind you. Oh, air from the side or rear. Because that's obviously, the 0 degrees would you be facing forward, I would imagine. So any air coming from sort of the 120 and obviously opposite side. Interesting. Well, we're going to leave foils on. I'm not going to spend any of my, what do they actually call these? Permanent credits. I'm not going to spend any of them. Because it's taking me a while to save that much, and I don't like my chances of how I'm going to go in this race anyway. So I think we've got a good strategy set up. So in 12 hours from now, or 12, 15, 17 hours, we'll be starting. We're going to have pretty much a crosswind for the first 5 hours of the race. Then the wind swings around at the 12 hours after that. So I'm not really sure how that's going to turn around. I'd say somewhere here. Yeah, I'd say somewhere around this 9 hour mark, the air's going to start moving around. Well, guys, I think that's all we're going to be able to do for the moment. I think if we head this direction, we can sort of cut through the islands here if we have to. Not hitting any on the way through. And that way we can continue having the air semi at our back of the boat. All right, we're going to leave that there. And that is it for today, guys. We've caught up with everything we wanted to do. 2 races are going to be a shamble. 1 race we're doing all right in. I'm pretty happy with. We're 8,000 something in, which puts us in the top quarter of the field. And this one, yeah, we'll kick this one off tomorrow. We'll start having a look at where we've come out to, where we've sailed to. I imagine we're going to be somewhere sort of this 5 hour mark here. But we'll wait and see. So thanks, guys, for coming and visiting. I hope you enjoyed. Any comments below that you think if we're doing something right, doing something wrong, anything you want to explain, any of these things that I'm not using that I should be using, feel free to explain them to me. Yeah, and we'll come back and we'll do this again tomorrow. If you're enjoying the content, guys, please like and subscribe to it. Ring the bell so you can see when we go live. You can come and join the live stream and chat at the same time. Until tomorrow, enjoy. It's been fun.